Alright, what we've got here is a 2002 Hyundai Sonata, which is needed some back brakes. Alright, what we're going to do first is get this little locking screw out of here. This is just a retaining screw. It's a little warm. From the factory to hold the rotors in place actually while it's on the assembly line. I don't think it's going to come out of there very friendly, so what I'm going to do, it doesn't want to leave. So what I'm going to do, I've got an impact driver I use, but most people don't have that, so I'm going to try and do this without any extra tools, but I am going to use the help of the propane torch. Nap gas will work too. And what I want to do is just heat up around this area here with the bolt. Hopefully make that metal expand enough where I can crack it with a hammer and jar it loose. Hopefully it'll come right out with a screwdriver. If not, we'll just take a hammer and chisel and drive it counterclockwise till it comes out of there. I don't know how well this is going to come out. I'm filming it at the same time, but I'll do my best here. With any luck, this should cause the metal to expand just enough where I can get that screw out of there. And if all else fails, we will chisel it out of there. On out of there. A little warm. All right, next thing we want to do is get our caliper bolts loose here, and one down here. They are a 14 millimeter. You're probably going to have to use a wrench on there. It doesn't look like there's going to be a lot of room to get a ratchet in there. Maybe a small ratchet of 3/8 up here, but that bottom one, maybe enough room. We'll try and see. Let me get some tools together here, and I'll try and position this camera where you get a better view. I'll be right back. Okay, let's see. I've gone ahead and cracked these loose already. They should come right out of here. Yeah, those are 14 millimeters. Okay, next we want to try and push this in just enough to get our caliper to move. This stuff is a little warm. What's left of the pads is falling apart here. What's left of our pads? Nothing. So, our next move is to get our caliper bracket bolts out, which are located here. The camera's showing it. And up here. And these are also 14 millimeters. Let me figure out how I'm going to get these out of here, and then I'll be back. Let me check one other thing first. I want to have some way to support this. Ooh, that's not good. That isn't good. We are going to need a caliper as well. Alrighty, let me get some parts together here and some tools, and I will be back shortly. Okay, we have got a rotor. And we're actually going to put back our little retainer screw. Sometimes I throw these away because they're destroyed. Sometimes I end up just sticking them back in there. And I like to go in there. So make sure that your rotor is on there nice and flush. Tighten it up hand tight. Don't have to crank it down, gorilla torque it. And we are still waiting for our caliper and bracket to show up. So I will be back as soon as we got our parts. Okay, I've got our new caliper, and I went on ahead and put this in. If you have to change a caliper, this here is a 17 millimeter nut. I would suggest that if you do have to crack this loose, you leave your caliper connected to the bracket and all of this while it's assembled, and crack this loose. Otherwise, you're going to have quite a time getting that bolt loose, getting that hose loose. What I'm going to do is go ahead and assemble my caliper bracket, our anti-rattle clips. Sorry, this is a little hard to do with one hand. These will fit into our bracket. I got that correctly. Yep. Okay, let me get this together and I'll be right back. Okay, got my caliper bracket back in place. Got my pads in here. You also want to pay attention when you're replacing pads. If you'll notice, there will be a wear indicator here. You always want to have that facing the direction of the wheel's rotation. For example, your wheels are rotating this way. You want your wear indicator to be at the back portion of the pad so that it does scrape the pad and make that noise. Alright, I'm going to put this caliper back together and tighten up my caliper hose and then proceed to bleed this, and I'll be back when I'm ready to bleed it. Okay, we are ready to bleed this, and what I use is a one-man bleeder because most of the time I'm working alone. It is something you can purchase at AutoZone. Basically what it is a container here that you want to have hanging above your bleeder screw if you're going to use this system. And what I tend to do is crack it open, let it kind of gravity bleed, let a lot of the air bubbles come out of there, basically fill up the caliper with fluid, and then I'll proceed to bleed it as normal by pressing on the brake pedal, letting it rise up, pressing it down again, and basically watching the fluid until there's no bubbles coming out of the fluid and we got a straight stream of fluid. So I will be back shortly. Okay, what I did was pump the pedal once, and I don't know if you can see, but it is starting to fill up with a little fluid. So what I'm going to do now is close this off. This is a 10 millimeter bleeder screw. Sometimes they're 8 millimeter. Most of the time I found them to be 10. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this camera up, and I'm going to start the car up, and we're going to pump the pedal and bleed this out completely. Be right back. Alright, I've got the car running, and what I'm going to do is crack this door open. You may be able to see some fluid coming through there. Oh, I got a couple. That should be about good. I don't know how well that came out. We're going to close this off. Bring our bleeder down. Just remove this. Let this fluid drain right back into the bleeder. Right, that should about complete our job. If this video helped you out in any way, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll be back with more.